Harekrishna. I offer my humble obeisances to all the devotees. Today we are discussing from the fifth canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, the story of Agnidhra. Agnidhra was the son of Priyavrata Maharaj, and Priyavrata Maharaj was the son of Swayambhu Manu. So Agnidhra desired a son, and also he desired to attain Pitraloka. So with all these desires, Agnidhra went to a mountain region and started doing some austerities to please Lord Brahma. And Prabhupada also says Agnidhra was a devotee. So Lord Brahma had sent a heavenly damsel called Purvachitti, a very beautiful woman, to attract Agnidhra. So Agnidhra was sitting there doing his meditation on Brahma, and suddenly he sees this girl, Purvachitti, and starts speaking some flattering words to attract her attention. That's the context. The story is simple. Eventually they will get married and they will give birth to 9 strong children, sons, and they become the rulers of the 9 tracts of land in Jambudvipa. There are 9 varshas in Jambudvipa. Ilavarta Varsha, Uttarakuru Varsha, Hari Varsha, Kimpurusha Varsha, then Bharata Varsha. So the 9 sons of Agnidhra and Purvachitti will become the rulers of these 9 tracts of land, 9 varshas in Jambudvipa. The main point in this particular shloka or purport is Agnidhra knew the art of flattering women to win them on his side. So flattering. So to attract her attention, Agnidhra started flattering. Actually, within his heart, Agnidhra had attraction towards her. So next step is, he wants to attract her attention. The man becomes attracted to woman, and next step is, the man wants to attract the attention of the woman. Or sometimes the woman becomes attracted to man, her next step is to get the attention of the man. And an attempt to attract the attention of the man and woman or the other person is flattery. If somebody is flattered, if somebody is praised, immediately they get attracted. The conditioned soul in this material world has so much of love, so much of affection, so much of attachment to oneself that whoever says something good about oneself, people will become very attentive. Very, very attentively hearing their glories, their own glories. They become very eager to hear how they are glorious. It could be the glories of their beauty or their knowledge, their experience, their accomplishments. It could be 100 different ways in which a person can be glorified. But as soon as one is receiving that glorification or praise for one's activities or accomplishments, immediately one becomes very attentive. Not many people on this planet are attentive to hear others' glories, right? But they are very eager to hear their own glories. And even if somebody, a conditioned soul, becomes attentive to hear someone else's glories, that is because this person has love for that person, some attachment, some affection for that person, therefore they want to hear their glories. This is my favorite hero, or this my favorite celebrity, or this person I like the most. Therefore, whoever is saying something about that person, let me hear. My family, my street, my district, my state, my country, my company, my institution. Somebody is glorifying my institution or glorifying my country, glorifying my home, glorifying my state, glorifying my school, my college, my company. I become very attentive because I am there. So the focus is on I, right? When the focus is on I, it is called self-centeredness, self-centeredness, or self-absorption, or self-obsession. Because the conditioned soul is oftentimes, or most of the times, self-obsessed, self-absorbed. one becomes very attentive to hear one's own glorification. And that's what Agnidhra is doing here. Agnidhra is speaking some praises, flattering Purvachitti, so that she can give some attention. She becomes very attentive to hear her own glorification, and in her attempt to become attentive to hear her own glorification, she gives some attention to this Agnidhra. The way to attract someone else's attention towards oneself is to make them attentively hear their own glories. Because they have a natural tendency to hear their own glories, and you start speaking their glories, because you are speaking, some attention comes on you. Right? That's what Agnidhra is doing. You have to be very careful when people are praising us. Some people praise us out of genuine affection, genuine love, genuine appreciation. That's fine. That nourishes us, that encourages us, that helps us do better. But all types of glorification may not be very genuine. Right? When a child does some good activity, parents may pat the back of the child and appreciate. Oh, wonderful, well done, well done. One child comes with a nice painting. Prabhu, I have made this painting. Wow, amazing painting, you're a wonderful artist. They'll feel encouraged. So sometimes glorification or praise or appreciation is not so genuine or not so innocent. It could be motivated. It could be self-centric. We may receive praise or appreciation from others because they want something from us also sometimes. Agreed? Any experiences? Right? So, here Agnidhra is praising Purvachitti's beauty because he is attracted to that beauty and he wants her to attract to his beauty. Let me share another incident from Srimad Bhagavatam. Pauṇḍraka, you know Pauṇḍraka? Pauṇḍraka Vasudeva. In the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, Sukadeva Goswami narrates a beautiful story. Beautiful story means? Yeah, it's beautiful because Krishna's glory is there. But it's not the story of a very beautiful person as such. His name is Pauṇḍraka. This Pauṇḍraka somehow started hearing his own glories. And some common people, some foolish people started praising that you are the real Vasudeva. You have descended on this planet. You are none other than Vishnu. You are the supreme controller. You are the supreme Ishvara. All the Brahma Samhita prayers are sung for you. Ishvara Hapara Mahakrishna Satchidananda Vigraha. So you are the real Vasudeva. You have descended for three purposes. Paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samsthapanarthaya sambhavami yuge yuge. You are that. Not that Krishna who is living in Dwaraka, grandson of Ugrasena, brother of Balram. No, he is accepting your name, your form, your symbols, and he is claiming himself to be God or Vasudeva. But you are the real Vasudeva. Sometimes there are some branded companies, right? So other companies, they want to use the goodwill of these branded companies and they replicate their logo, replicate their design, replicate whatever features their products have to get attention of common public, and they earn some money, get some name, fame, etc. But it's all duplicate. So this followers of Pauṇḍraka, the fans of Pauṇḍraka are making him believe that Krishna is using the brand name of this Pauṇḍraka. This Krishna is there, he is false God. You are the real God. So they are telling a false God about the so-called falsehood of the real God. Even in Krishna's presence, there are people who are claiming to be God. What is so surprised when people of Kali Yuga in 2024 or 2025 are claiming themselves to be God, competing with the real God. So it's there in Krishna's days also. So Pauṇḍraka Vasudeva, he started believing the praises of common people. These common people are praising him, flattering him. We don't know what they want. So much details are not given. But somehow they started praising him, flattering him. And actually he started believing that I am God. When people repeatedly say, you are this, you are this, you are this, you tend to believe that you are that. You say you gave some class or you gave some explanation in some shloka, people say you're a scholar, you're a scholar. After some time you believe that you're a scholar. You're not, maybe. Right? You sang some song and somehow some people liked it and say, you're a wonderful singer, Prabhu. Then people started believing that they are singers actually, although they are not that great singers. Right? Sometimes flattery and undue praise will make us believe that we are something although we are not. It happens, right? Oftentimes, you have to be very careful. Whenever a devotee is appreciated by other devotees, the mood in which we need to hear that appreciation or accept that appreciation is this. I am fortunate enough to receive an opportunity to render some service to Krishna and Vaishnavas. And now these devotees are appreciating my service, means they are pleased. Their pleasure is a blessing upon me. So I need to continue to do my good service. That's how we need to, that is the spirit of receiving appreciation. Take that appreciation given by another devotee as a blessing, as an expression of their pleasure, as an acknowledgement that they are giving for your service, or as a feedback for your performance of devotional service. If it is a good feedback, if they are actually appreciating, continue with the same spirit and increase your service attitude and do some service, not for appreciation, but for purification, right? So whenever somebody is appreciating, take it as their heartfelt blessing. Oh, this devotee is pleased with my seva, so that's a blessing upon me. I am fortunate enough to receive this blessing from this devotee who is pleased with my seva. But if we think we are the performers, we are the doers, if that appreciation, if their praise gets into our head and we become proud and arrogant, then later we won't be able to do service properly, right? So you may take that as a encouragement or acknowledgement or a feedback or their blessing and continue to good service, giving all credits to Guru, Krishna and Parampara. So you can say, thank you very much for your appreciation, but this service has happened because of so much support that I received from many other devotees. So they are also recipients of your appreciation. I transfer that appreciation that you gave me to them. So like that, just take it as blessing, take it as an encouragement and continue to do good service. If we take it to heart, take it to head, we may become proud, right? Sometimes undue appreciation, undue glorification will make us believe ourselves to be great, although we are not that great many times. Jai Shri Radha Madan Mohan Dev ki jai, Gauranga Bhagavan ki jai. So Pauṇḍraka started believing that he is God. He is not God, by the way. Pauṇḍraka started believing that he is God, and he became so arrogant that he called for a messenger and dictated a letter. A letter is written on Pauṇḍraka's name. And he told the messenger, go and read this letter in front of Vasudeva, who is living in Dwarka. And this messenger actually went with this message letter. In those days, emails were not there. So direct letter came with a messenger, and this messenger started reading that letter in front of the entire Yadu assembly. In, I think, Sudharma assembly hall. Krishna was there, Balram was there, Ugrasena was there, Vasudeva was there. So many people were there. In front of all of them, he is reading the letter. Our Pauṇḍraka Vasudeva told that, oh Krishna, you are not real Krishna. You are not real Vasudeva. Vasudeva is there. Vasudeva and Vasudeva both are sitting there, and here is some person, Pauṇḍraka, claiming that I am Vasudeva, he is not Vasudeva. And Vasudeva is also laughing. So it was a big comedy show there in Dwarka Assembly Hall. All the members of that assembly started laughing, and maybe some people had tears by laughing too much. Then Krishna gave a very severe warning to them. He was smiling, he was laughing, and he told, okay, I will definitely come and meet your so-called God. Let him prove that he is God. If he doesn't prove, my real Sudarshan Chakra, my real Kaumudiki Gada, will give him a lesson. Actually, this Pauṇḍraka Vasudeva also started creating some imitation Kaumodaki Gada, imitation Sudarshan Chakra, imitation Saranga Bhav, and not only claiming himself to be God, he says, the weapons that I have are the real weapons. And Krishna had artificial weapons. Right? All this is a product of flattery. If we take flattery too seriously, we will start identifying ourselves to be something which we are not, and we'll end up in great trouble. But one good thing that happened in Pauṇḍraka's life is, by thinking himself to be Krishna, by thinking of himself to be Vasudeva, he became so Krishna conscious. He became Vasudeva conscious. And when Krishna actually came in front of Pauṇḍraka with his chariot and weapons, he looked at Vasudeva, Pauṇḍraka, and he felt, my God, am I like you see yourself in someone else, or you see someone else dressing exactly like yourself, and you look at them and you see as if you are seeing a mirror, it causes great laughter. You exactly dressed like me. You resemble me completely. So Krishna laughed at seeing him and said there was some fight, and Krishna killed Pauṇḍraka and gave him liberation. Because Pauṇḍraka actually became Krishna conscious, but with a negative emotion. Thinking himself to be Krishna, he became Krishna conscious. Because he became Krishna conscious in that way, Krishna gave him liberation. But the main point in our current context of this shloka is, just as Agnidhra flattered, who is that? Purvachitti, some foolish people flattered Pauṇḍraka and made him believe that he is God. There is a difference between flattery and appreciation. Appreciation is oftentimes heartfelt and without any agenda. So people who are flattering, they often praise you in an exaggerated way. It's an exaggerated praise. When somebody flatters us, their praises are not generally truthful. Appreciation is generally truthful. They praise you, they appreciate you for what you have done and what you are. But flattery means oftentimes it is little extra, more than what you have done and what you are, what you deserve. And oftentimes it is motivated. There is appreciation in genuine appreciation also, there is appreciation in flattery also, but in flattery the appreciation is exaggerated, is motivated. They often expect something back from you, or maybe they are also expecting praise from you. Because I praised you, you should also praise me. Sometimes people praise us just because they want praise. They are not getting attention. To grab attention for themselves, they give you some attention, and in return they expect some attention. It happens like that also. Right? Sometimes the praise is also very casual, very ritualistic, sometimes motivated. But all this should not create unnecessary feelings in the person who is receiving that praise. I spoke the example of Pauṇḍraka, who became flattered by this flattery. But let me give a positive example of Prithu Maharaj. When Prithu Maharaj just appeared along with his wife Archi, Prithu Maharaj was praised by so many sages and brahmanas and professional bards. Suta Magada Vandis are professional bards. Their job is to praise big people. So this Prithu Maharaj was praised by all these people. You have done this, you have done that. Prithu Maharaj immediately said, I have not done anything. I have just taken birth. I just appeared. Why are you unnecessarily praising me? Unnecessarily flattering me? Of course, the praise that is given by this Suta Magada Vandis to Prithu Maharaj was not a motivated praise, was not flattery at all. It's a genuine appreciation. But Prithu Maharaj was honest enough to say that I don't deserve all this appreciation. I don't deserve this praise that you are giving me. Because I have not accomplished anything. And even in future, if I exhibit these qualities or accomplish all these activities that you are pointing out, then also you should not praise me in front of me. You can praise me behind my back. Any feedback you can tell me. Any suggestions for improvement you can tell me. But praises you can give to somebody else. And especially in such great assemblies, Krishna has to be glorified. Not ordinary people like me. He is very, very humble and very down to earth. Instead of feeling flattered or puffed up by receiving all this praise, he is honestly saying that, please praise Krishna, not me. In such great assemblies, Krishna must be praised, not an ordinary person like me. Seeing his humility, seeing his genuine modesty and honesty, all these Suta Magadha Vandis became more inclined and more inspired to glorify him more, and they continued praising him for one full chapter. Initially, at the end of the previous chapter, they praised him in few shlokas, but Prithu Maharaj denied that praise. But next, entire chapter is dedicated to praising Prithu Maharaj. And Prithu Maharaj just kept quiet. Okay, fine. What to do? You have decided to praise me. May you praise, but I will not take it to heart. I will not take it seriously. So someone who is not expecting praise is praiseworthy. But someone who is hankering for praise is not praiseworthy. This is a simple formula. When my heart is hankering for appreciation, when my mind is longing for praise or flattery, I don't deserve that praise, right? But when my heart is longing to praise Krishna and divert all glorification towards Krishna, Guru and Vaishnavas, then I'm in the right consciousness. That's why Mahaprabhu says, Trinadapi sunichena tarorapi sahishnuna amanina manadena kirtaniya sadaharihi. Trinadapi sunichena. One has to be humble, humbler than blade of grass. Tarorapi sahishnuna. One has to be more tolerant than a tree. Amanina manadena. One should be prepared to offer all respects to others. One should not expect any respect for oneself. Not expecting respect for oneself also includes not expecting praise for oneself. Not hankering for that praise or appreciation from others. As I said some time back, if somebody is praising or appreciating, take it as their blessing, take it as their acknowledgement, and take it as an encouragement and continue to do your good service. And honestly transfer all that appreciation and credit to Krishna and Guru and Vaishnavas. But if we take it to heart, we will become puffed up. And we may lose the opportunity for service sometimes, right? Because naturally when someone receives praise and becomes proud, the whole thought process is like this. I am receiving praise by doing this activity. I am getting attention by doing this activity. Let me focus on this only so that I can get praise. And they will ignore other activities from which they are not getting praise. But we should be seeking purification, not praise. But if we ignore certain activities that are meant for our purification, and if we focus only on those activities that are bringing us glorification, there is no purification, right? So if we are focused on those activities that are giving us public attention, praise, flattery, etc., then we will ignore some activities that may not be attention attracting, and our sadhana may become slackened, our absorption in Krishna consciousness may become slackened, our absorption in our own glories, our own fanfare, that becomes more, right? So one may lose the opportunity to purify oneself by doing some core activities of bhakti, right? So because when the attention goes in only attention demanding activities, right? And another point is, if we don't get the appreciation that you are expecting from others, we may become discouraged. I did this service and I got a lot of appreciation in the past. Now I am doing the same service. Why am I not getting appreciation? One becomes discouraged, right? If your focus is on service, devotional service, you continue that service. But if our focus is not on seva, if you are not absorbed in serving Krishna, which is a glorification of Krishna, and if you become absorbed in self-glorification, we will get frustrated. Does it make sense? So let us serve Krishna to serve Krishna. But sometimes service to Krishna is done to serve one's own false ego, to pamper one's own false ego, to divert attention towards oneself. When we are preaching, our attempt is to divert our attention to Krishna, not to oneself. But because we are praising Krishna, people may give us also some attention. Fine, it's a byproduct. But one should not be focusing on this byproduct and miss the main product. Right? When you are preaching the glories of Krishna, you are praising Krishna, the main product is you are coming closer to Krishna and you are trying to bring 10 people closer to Krishna. But while praising Krishna, while preaching Krishna's glories, if we become more self-absorbed and self-obsessed, and we become self-centric, not Krishna-centric, we are missing our point. And tomorrow if some people don't give us attention, we feel discouraged, we feel demotivated, we feel, Shunyaitam Jagat Sarvam. Shunyaitam Jagat Sarvam feeling should come when you feel the genuine separation from Krishna, and the genuine separation from Krishna comes by genuinely loving Krishna and serving Krishna. But if we feel Shunyaitam Jagat Sarvam because of self-centric nature, because we are not getting attention, nobody is looking at me, nobody is talking to me, nobody is giving me attention, nobody is praising me. If this is what is going on in the mind, then we are become self-absorbed. It's not absorption in Krishna. So, appreciation has its role to play in one's life, but not at the cost of compromising one's Krishna consciousness. Whether people recognize our efforts or not, whether people appreciate us or not, let us chant Hare Krishna. Let us serve Krishna. Let us strive to increase our love and affection for Krishna. Let us try to be Krishna conscious. Like you see, Madhavendra Puri was a pure devotee. Lord Gopinath ji stole this kheer, Amrit Keli kheer for Madhavendra Puri. And Madhavendra Puri ran away from public attention. My God, this news will go viral now. That Pujari was loudly shouting, announcing, Madhavendra Puri, where are you? Where are you? In which shop are you hiding? He is going into the marketplace and then searching for Madhavendra Puri just to deliver this sweet rice to him. And he said, Gopinath ji became Kheerchor Gopinath ji because of you. He has never stolen a single Amrit Keli pot for me, but he has stolen for you. Of course, he didn't say exactly like this, but Madhavendra Puri felt that this news may go viral and people will start praising me. Let me run away from this praise. Let me run away from this public attention. So, without telling anybody, he left Rimuna and went to Jagannath Puri. But somehow, before even Madhavendra Puri reached Jagannath Puri, his reputation reached Jagannath Puri. People already became aware that Madhavendra Puri is a pure devotee for whom Krishna had stolen sweet rice, Amrit Keli, and they all came to him for autographs or whatever. They said, oh, Madhavendra Puri, you are so great. Please tell us how can we serve you. And Madhavendra Puri is expert enough to utilize all his reputation in Krishna's service. Devotee is not interested in fame, but if fame comes on its own to a devotee, devotee utilizes that fame to bring service to Krishna, to do more service to Krishna. Okay, somehow, although I never aspired for it, I got some attention of these people. Now all these people who are attentive to either help me or assist me or serve me or support me must be diverted towards Krishna service. That's the mood of a devotee receiving appreciation or receiving praise or receiving public attention. Right? So what did Madhavendra Puri do? Thank you so much. You have made my job easy. Even before I expressed my desire, my agenda of coming all the way to Jagannath Puri, you are already aware of me. Now please listen to my purpose. I have come all the way from Vrindavan to Jagannath Puri just to get some chandan and camphor for my beloved Lord Gopalji in Vrindavan. Can you please give me some chandan? Can you please give me some camphor? Immediately all these people, they arranged for chandan, arranged for camphor, arranged for an assistant to carry all that for Madhavendra Puri, and also arranged some official release papers. You have to pass through so many toll gates, so you need to also have some official documents. They gave documents also. All legal procedures are also done, right? So sometimes the kind of fame or reputation one has is also required to do some service. Therefore, devotees go out and connect with so many people. In the Bhagavatam 2nd canto, Sukadeva Goswami makes a statement. Are there no torn clothes lying around? Why do you have to wear expensive clothes? Don't you have a hand that can be used like a pillow? Why do you need a separate pillow? Can't you sleep on the land? Why do you need a bed? Why do you need clothes? There is tree bark. So like that he speaks in deep sense of renunciation. But devotees, they actually wear clothes. They may not wear tree bark. Now, they may use a pillow, they may use a bed, they may use some facilities and all. The spirit of renunciation is maintained inside, but whatever is practically required to perform on service, one will take it up. So maintain the spirit of renunciation, but don't overly focus on the symbols of renunciation only. They are required, they are important, but at the same time, one has to be practical enough to use everything in Krishna's service. That is Yukta Vairagya. But in contrast to Yukta Vairagya is Falgu Vairagya. You know the definitions, I will not go deep into that. But in that series of shlokas, Sukadeva Goswami also says that Dhanadurma Dhanda, why flatter wealthy people? Why connect with these wealthy people or flatter wealthy people and to get some attention or some remuneration for survival? No, when devotees connect with big people, that is the intention of the devotees is to somehow or the other serve Krishna. Like Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu did not agree to meet Prataprudra Maharaj. You know that shloka, right? Nishkinchanasya bhagavad bhajanonmukhasya paramparam jigimisho bhavasagarasya sandarshanam athayoshi sandarshinam vishayinam athayoshitam cha hanta hanta vishabhakshanatopya sadhu. For a renunciant to meet a wealthy person, a vishayi, someone who is too much into money and all this, and especially interacting with the opposite gender, that is like drinking poison, right? Mahaprabhu had set a high standard and he was not inclined to meet Prataprudra Maharaj only. But Prabhupada explains in the later purports in his own personal interactions and the way he has spread Krishna consciousness movement. So it's very evident that sometimes even if a devotee connects with a big person or a celebrity, the intention is to serve Krishna only. Rupa Goswami writes, one should not be very eager to build big temples. But Prabhupada says immediately, one should not be eager to build big temples for self-aggrandizement. But for the service of Krishna and to expand preaching, one can build big temples. One should not be eager to read too many books. Rupa Goswami says. But Prabhupada says, one should not be eager to read too many books just to be known as a scholar or philosopher or just to seek information, but to seek transformation of heart, but to develop one's own love and service attitude towards Krishna, you can read Vaishnava scriptures. So we need to see the spirit behind the statement more than just the letter of the statement, right? So now coming back to our main discussion on flattery, appreciation, praise, etc. We have seen the example of Agnidhra, Pauṇḍraka, Prithu Maharaj, Madhavendra Puri, and there is another person in the Chaitanya Charitamrita. He is a Bengali poet. He wrote a poem on Lord Jagannath and Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. And he came to Bhagavan Acharya. And Bhagavan Acharya brought him to Swarupa Damodar Goswami, the personal secretary of Lord Chaitanya. And Bhagavan Acharya and many other innocent devotees, they became very impressed with his poetry. He wrote a beautiful poem on Jagannathji and Lord Chaitanya, such a wonderful poem, wonderful drama. Let us take him to Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Let Chaitanya Mahaprabhu hear this. But to reach Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, they need to go through Swarupa Damodar Goswami. Finally, this Bengali poet was brought to Swarup Damodar Goswami. Till now, Bengali poet was thinking that I have done really great job because these people are appreciating, they're clapping, they're whistling, they're appreciating me. So he thought that he has done a great job in writing that poem or drama. But Swarupa Damodar Goswami asked him, please read the introductory shloka of your poetry. Then he read. Swarupa Damodar Goswami did not immediately judge him, although he had his doubts about him. He asked him, can you please explain the meaning of what you have written? Then Swarupa Damodar Goswami, then this Bengali poet said, in Jagannath Puri, two lords have come together. Okay. One lord is Jagannath, another lord is Lord Chaitanya. So Jagannath ji is the body, Lord Chaitanya is the soul. In Jagannath Puri, soul and body have to come together. That is the explanation he has given. Then Swarupa Damodar Goswami chastised him. What nonsense are you speaking? Jagannath ji's body is Supreme Lord Krishna himself. There is no difference between body and soul in the case of Krishna. And you are calling Lord Chaitanya as soul? He is not soul. He is a Supreme Lord. How can you call him an ordinary soul or jiva? And how can you say this body and soul have come together? They both are one personality. So Jagannath's deity body, wooden form, is non-different from his spiritual form. There is no difference between body and soul in the case of the Supreme Lord. You have no faith in both the Lords. You have no understanding of their tattva only. You have misunderstood the tattva and you are writing some poetry and trying to impress people and people are flattering and clapping you. You are thinking that you are a great poet. Right? Sometimes without proper understanding, somebody may present something that may attract some public attention and it will get popularity. It will have millions of views. Okay? Millions of clicks and likes and shares and comments, etc. People think this is authentic. Especially in Kali Yuga. But the real authentic stuff may not get so many clicks, likes, views, shares, etc., comments. But something which may not be authentic also may get attention, public attention. But popularity is not a testimony for purity. So popularity has its own role to play, but it's not a substitute for purity. We should seek purity and not popularity. Sometimes pure things may become popular and sometimes pure things may not become popular. Sometimes popular things are pure, but sometimes popular things may not be pure also. So whether they are popular or not, if they are pure, we should accept it. Just because something is popular, if it is not pure, we cannot accept it. Getting right? So don't go by popularity, but go by purity. So this person has gained lot of popularity till then. Till Swarupa Damodar Goswami gave feedback to this Bengali poet on his poetry, he was popular amongst some innocent people. These innocent people did not have the ability to evaluate his poetry and understand whether it's valid or not. They thought, oh, Jagannath ji's body, Lord Chaitanya is soul, they have come together in Jagannath Puri. Wow, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. They are playing, they are clapping. But Swarup Damodar Goswami, who has proper understanding of Tattva, he said, Lord Chaitanya is not soul, he is the Supreme Lord himself. Jagannath is not body, he is Jagannath, exactly. And they both are same. Say Gaura, say Krishna, say Jagannath. You have all three in one line in the temple altar. Say Gaura, say Krishna, say Jagannath. All are same. Their forms may be different. One is like golden form, one may be bluish form or blackish form, one may be in this wooden deity form, but all are same. So that understanding one should have. One cannot say this is body, this is soul. They are not body, they are soul. They are the Supreme Lord. So flattery makes one believe that whatever one does is authentic. But whose appreciation should we take seriously? Not Janta's appreciation. Is Guru pleased with your seva? Are the mature Vaishnavas pleased with your seva? Are they appreciating it? Or do they have any feedback or suggestion or correction for you? But just sometimes when some younger devotee gets some, so much so that one compromises on one's own purity or submissiveness to superiors or surrender to Krishna and sadhana. Right? So, flattery has that potency to distract us. As I said, the spirit of receiving appreciation is take it as an encouragement or blessing and transfer that credit to superiors. And if we take it to heart, if we think ourselves to be the performers or doers of all the activities that we are doing, then that may cause some unnecessary turmoil in our devotional service. So one has to be very careful with it. But one should give all appreciation, genuine appreciation to others, not in the mood of flattering them to get our things done, but genuinely appreciating them for the good service they have done to Krishna, Guru and Vaishnavas. And when others are giving you appreciation, humbly transmit the glory to Guru, Krishna and Vaishnavas and take it as an encouragement or blessing or feedback or encouragement and continue to do your good service. So these are some stories of flattery. There are many more, but I think it's 9 o'clock exactly. We discussed the example of this Bengali poet, then also Pauṇḍraka, Pruthu Maharaj, Madhavendra Puri, Agnidhra. Any other example we discussed? Anything that comes to your mind? Pruthu Maharaj. Pruthu Maharaj accepted the praise in a very humble mode because they are insistent on praising him. But he did not take it to heart. So these are some episodes. I'm not recollecting. There may be more. So we'll conclude here. Thank you very much. Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Any questions or comments?
Harekrishna Prabhuji. Thank you for wonderful class, Prabhuji. You tell many points regarding the flattery thing. In the last you told one point that I liked so much. You told that something are pure and something are famous, and there is a permutation combination. Maybe some pure become famous also, and maybe pure become unfamous also. And we find out mostly people mostly consider whatever famous is there, they consider as a pure also. Mostly in general cases, this type of things are seen. And the reason will be there because they are not able to discriminate what is good and bad. So they consider famous thing will be pure. And we also probably in our situation also same thing happen, that our mind is also discriminate based on the review we see of by the others. For any things, we just see that what other people are saying for that. Accordingly, we will decide, okay, this is good or bad. So, especially for the new things or which field we are not aware. So, what steps we have to take to understand the right? What is it exactly pure and exactly famous? So, what steps we can take from our side?
Whatever is in alignment with the teachings of Guru, Sadhu and Shastra is pure. Whatever is not in alignment with Guru, Sadhu, Shastra, we need to take it with a pinch of salt. And still there may be some exceptions, you can confirm with your seniors. If you yourself are unable to evaluate whether something is pure or not, you are not alone, by the way. You have 100 other people around you. So they can tell you, you can do this, you can go with this, you can accept this, you should reject this. Oh, don't go there, very scary. So they can guide you. Things that are popular will attract public attention. Things that are pure may or may not attract public attention, but we should seek purity and not popularity. That's the point. But all our tendency to praise, appreciate or flatter should be diverted to appreciating Krishna, to praise Krishna. Tadeva ramyam ruchiram navam navam tadeva shashvan manaso mahotsavam tadeva shokarnava soshanam drinam yaduttama shloka yasho anugiyate. Yaduttama shloka yasho anugiyate. Whichever script or book or a person is actually glorifying Krishna, the yasha of Krishna. Yaduttama shloka yasho anugiyate. Here is Agnidhra trying to praise Purvachitti's beauty. But devotees praise Krishna's beauty. Shyamam tribhangalalitam niyata prakasham govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami. So we should divert our our tendency or our urge to appreciate something or glorify something or praise something to Krishna. Appreciate Krishna's nama, glorify Krishna's guna, glorify Krishna's rupa, leela. So then there is real purification. Something which is glorifying Krishna's nama, rupa, guna, leela is actually pure. And if that is done with pure intention, it's even more pure. Some people will glorify Krishna's nama, rupa, guna, leela, but they may not have pure intention. Right? Anyways, yes, bro.
Like Lakshmi ji is in Vaikuntha, they are seeking attention of Lord. So how to dovetail this in being in association of devotees, this attention seeking propensity? It seems like natural tendency of the soul, or is it not?
Natural tendency of the soul. And you quoted the example of Lakshmi Devi in Vaikuntha. Yavaila Satshri Tulasi Vimishra Krishnanghrirenva Vyadhikambu Netri. So Lakshmi Devi, no, not this. What is that? Sri Rupini Kvanayati Charana Ravindam Leelambujena Harisadmani Mukta Dosha. So Lakshmi Devi is sweeping the floors and walls of Vaikuntha, which are already clean, to attract the attention of Narayana. We are showing Aarti to the Lord to attract his attention. We are coming and greeting the Lord's deities when he is giving darshan to attract his attention. So, the soul's attempt to attract the attention of the Lord is attracting the mercy of the Lord. So, attention attracting tendency is there in many souls, most of the souls, but what is the intention behind attracting that attention? Krishna have come and stood in front of you. I need your attention. I need your merciful glances. I need your benevolent smiles and glances upon me for my purification of my filthy heart. In that mood, we can always seek attention. We should always seek attention. Every day you are chanting 16 rounds, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Why? We are seeking Krishna's attention. Krishna, I am there, here to connect with you. I am very eager to get your mercy. So we should seek attention of Krishna. Knowing that we have so many shortcomings, we are fallen in 100 different ways, we are seeking Krishna's attention to purify ourselves, to uplift ourselves. Like to grab the attention of Lord Damodar, our Satyavrata Muni is speaking so many shlokas, and at one point he said, Namo Deva Damodar Ananta Vishnu Prasida Prabho Dukha Jalabdhimagnam Kripa Drishti Vrishtyati Dinam Batano Grihane Shabamagnam Edhyakshi Drishya. He said, Namo Deva Damodara Ananta Vishnu. He is chanting the Lord's names to get his attention. And he is presenting his own qualifications also, disqualifications also to get his attention. He said, Kripa Drishti Vrishtyati, my intention in praising you or seeking your attention is, I want your Kripa Drishti, merciful glances. Kripa Drishti Vrishtyati, shower, pour rain on me, rain of your merciful glances upon me. Kripa Drishti Vrishtyati, Atideenam Batano. I am very Atidina, I am very fallen. And Grihanesha Mam Agnam. Agna means I am ignorant. So, Akshi Drishyaihi, you please be visible to my eyes. So, he is seeking the Lord's attention for his mercy, and he is presenting his own fallen condition to get that Krishna's mercy. So, devotees seek attention of Krishna or Guru or other Vaishnavas only for their mercy, only for service, not for attention for oneself. So one is going closer to Guru or Krishna or Vaishnavas, not to just get their attention for oneself, but their mercy for oneself. Okay, you please mercy, you please show your mercy upon me. So when you show your mercy upon me, then I have an opportunity to get purified. Does it make sense? Right? So we may seek attention from some devotee so that the devotee can explain some tough shloka in Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita for us. We may seek attention of another devotee, service in charge devotee, so that he can engage us in service. Sometimes we don't seek their attention because we don't want service. Right? Oh my God, if I see him, he will tell me some service, let me escape. So, point is, we seek attention. Sadhakas seek attention from Guru, Krishna and Vaishnavas for mercy, for seva, for inspiration, for guidance, for knowledge, for inspiration. That's the mood of seeking attention. Any other question?
Thank you very much, Prabhuji. It was very amazing how you took that one theme of flattery in the class and expanded it so nicely. So one question which I had, Prabhuji, was like sometimes when we want to get some service, offer some service to some devotee, then we may first appreciate them and then offer the service. In the sense, often like all throughout Bhagavatam also, when we see the prayers offered by many personalities, first they offer many prayers and then they offer their petition that please do this to the Lord, in that sense. So in that mood we may want to also follow that, or in order to encourage the devotee also. At the same time, the appreciation may not be fully genuine or at the same time, the appreciation we offer may not be fully genuine or unmotivated per se. So how do we
Got it. So we appreciate devotees sometimes. Maybe there is a genuinity in that appreciation. Sometimes there is genuinity also. Sometimes it may not be fully genuine. But practice to be genuine. Try to be genuine. Sometimes the appreciation just comes out from our heart through our mouth, very genuinely. You are genuinely impressed with that service, inspired by the devotee's service. Right? You are very enlivened by the devotee's presence, right? For whatever service they have done, or for whatever support they have given you, you are genuinely appreciating. That comes sometimes, genuinely. But sometimes it may not be very genuine also. But if it is not genuine, if you recognize that it is not genuine, try to make it genuine. Try to introspect, try to contemplate. I am appreciating just because I want some favor from them, or actually I am appreciating. And once you analyze your own self, you eliminate whatever is unfavorable, whatever is objectionable, whatever is negative in your mind while you are appreciating another person, and retain the positivity. Right? So, does it make sense?
In the sense, the appreciation may be genuine, but it's still motivated. Like, if to give a very correct
what is your
example,
motivation? For example, you are appreciating him. Appreciation is genuine, but you are also expecting that this devotee does some service for service. Is that service for yourself or for Krishna? Then your motivation is pure. If you are expecting another devotee to serve Krishna, then where is personal motivation there? Right? You are seeking their help, humbly seeking their help, so that that particular service of Krishna can be carried out nicely. So there is nothing motivated glorification there. But if you are appreciating them so that you can get some personal favor, then it can be called motivated. But if your motivation is also ultimately service to Krishna, then there is nothing wrong in it. Right? And it's in fact, it's the right thing to do also. So you are helping other devotees to serve Krishna, giving them opportunities, and also praising them, appreciating them. That's great.
one more small question.
How much time we have? 9:13 already. You can ask.
Something similar, Prabhuji. Like sometimes facilitators or counselor or someone has to teach the new devotee how to respect himself also. Like we even see that Prabhupada had to teach the new disciples, Westerners especially, how to respect himself also. Call me Prabhupada, or they have to put like this. So I think how we have to manage a balance. Like we may feel that, oh no, I have to be humble. I cannot ask him to respect me. But at the same time, it hurts us also, like he is disrespecting or
It depends on
etiquette.
different devotees have different preferences and natures and their own comforts. Sometimes a devotee who is training some 10 other devotees will teach the younger devotees to respect. Not that they are inclined to or eager to receive that respect, but they are actually teaching etiquette. Okay, let me give you one example that clarifies this. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was living in Navadvip. One day he was chanting Gopi, 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 Gopi like that. One Sanskrit student came to Lord Chaitanya, at that time Nimai. He said, what happened to Nimai? Why is he saying Gopi, Gopi, Gopi? At least if he says Krishna, 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 he will get some pious credits. Where is it mentioned that we have to say Gopi, Gopi? Mahaprabhu found two faults with him. Number one, by chanting Krishna's names, you will not get pious credits. You will get Krishna Prem. Second point, just as Krishna's name is spiritually powerful, devotees' names are also powerful. Just by chanting Krishna's names, we will get attention, we will get mercy. By chanting devotees' names also, we get mercy. Right? So Mahaprabhu just took a stick and then started chasing that Sanskrit student to punish him. Then the Sanskrit student went to so many other Sanskrit students and all of them together started criticizing Lord Chaitanya. This Nimai has gone crazy. He is trying to strike a Brahmana like me and he is chanting Gopi's names, many things. Then Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu understood. If I continue to be like this, people will not take me seriously. They are considering me one amongst them. They are not valuing what I am trying to say. Therefore, let me take sannyas. If I take sannyas, people will fall flat at my feet because sannyas, naturally, a sannyasi gets some public attention and respect from them, reverence from them. So let me become a sannyasi so that common people will offer obeisances to me. By offering obeisances to me, they will become purified. To teach them etiquette, to make them sober, to make them respectful to Lord Chaitanya took sannyas. Not that he is wanting that respect. Yeah, he taught Tranadapi Sunichana Tarorapi Sahishnuna Amanina Maradana, he only taught. He told don't expect respect from others, but now to receive respect from common people he took sannyas. Got it? But he took sannyas to receive respect from common people not because he is eager for their respect, but he is eager for their purification. To benefit somebody, you may teach them the culture of respect. You may teach them etiquette. But if your desire is to get your personal attention, I will teach them how to respect me and they will respect me, then I will enjoy that respect. If that is the motive, then there is something wrong in it. I am teaching them how to be respectful for their benefit. Just like small children are there when they are coming into the classroom, they are just coming and sitting. Teacher will say, hey, whenever you enter the classroom, you should say, good morning, teacher. The teacher is teaching, not that the teacher is demanding their respect, but sometimes we have to do it. But some devotees are not comfortable doing it. But those who are comfortable doing it, they can take the role of teaching etiquettes. But some people are like, feel too embarrassed. How can I teach them? You call me Prabhu. I cannot teach them. So let someone else teach them. We respect that emotion also. Right? Okay, we'll conclude here. Thank you very much. Grantharaj Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai.